What am I about? I'm about 87 years old. Come November the 24th. I almost forgot what it was. November the 24th. I was a professional ice show skater when I was very, very young, in my 20s. And then I was a civilian for a number of years, so to speak, and then was in the military.
Wow.
I was in the Navy in World War II.
Wow, congratulations.
As an enlisted man, and then I got commissioned in the Air National Guard, and in the Air Force eventually acquired me. And I did a career with the United States Air Force, having retired in 1986. Did my stint in Vietnam with all the rest of the guys. And I'm just eternally grateful to be back here with you, Sean, and you, sir.
Thank you.
With my all-togethers here, so to speak. Well, mostly anyway.
I got to say, honestly, I met Marvin with a ball that the Shriners were having a few weeks back, and just the most positive individual I've ever met, and he's out there cutting a rug with your beautiful wife, by the way.
Thank you so much. I think so too.
And he can get down. Marvin can get down. I cannot dance. He was trying to give me lessons, but I could not dance or keep up to the level that he was swinging it out there. Good stuff.
Well, my wife and I just love to dance. We've been doing it for 64 years now. And we just love it. It keeps us young and it keeps us alive.
Absolutely. So you have a wonderful take on life, as we were talking the other night. And you just, what's your philosophy? I mean, what drives that thought process for you?
I think, Sean, that the most important thing for one to keep in mind is to live the day for the day. Keep in mind the future and plan for it, but live for today. Be good to people, be good for people, and you will live a nice, long life.
It's amazing. I believe in that completely. And I want to say thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
For my generation and giving us the opportunity to live in this wonderful country. So thank you so much for that.
I felt that it was my duty. I would not have done otherwise, even if I had had the choice. And I did have the choice with the Air Force. But we live in a marvelous country.
Amen.
And I'm afraid that it's not appreciated to the degree that it should be.
True.
And people are not willing to extend themselves to be sure that it stays here and safe.
Absolutely. I agree with that completely. Let's hope and pray that that changes.
Amen.
Amen. So, Marvin, let's talk a little bit more about this upcoming greatness that you do. Once a year, you are a part of the, I'm not going to say it. I'll let you.
It's the Louisville Skating Academy's annual production of Nutcracker on Ice.
All right.
It has been put on now for, I think this is the 9th or 10th year, a part of which I have, been for all that time. I skate the role of Herr Drosselmeyer, the magical godfather who brings Clara's gift dolls to life. It's actually more acting than skating now, but I am on the ice and I'm skating, so...
How do you do that? I mean, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I have a hard time acting, period. But I mean, just skating and acting is like walking and chewing gum for me. Well, I don't think I could do it.
Well, they're co-equals with me. I have done a great deal of acting. I have done probably 75 or 80 different stage productions.
Wow.
And over the years, and I've done a little bit of TV commercials and things like that. So acting is a natural for me.
So on stage, give us that one moment you were like, this is it for me. What was the pivotal moment in your life where you knew that was something that you wanted to do when you were on stage?
Oh gosh, Sean, I don't know. That's a very challenging question.
Well, I'm here to challenge you, Marvin.
Well, thank you so much. I think that, the applause, that's what you hear about theater.
Sure.
And I think there's a great deal of truth in that, because when you have hung yourself out to dry on stage, right, either doing a straight play or a drama or a comedy, and you cross your fingers that what you have tried to do has gotten across to that audience.
Sure. And
then when it's time for a bow and you hear all that applause, man, it is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. It really is. And you know this, Indigo Soul, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I like the applause. However, I do like to leave the audience in a little bit of silence. that 5-second silence and then the applause, because I know that I sparked something in their brain at that moment.
Right. Just registering what, talent you brought to the table. And I believe we're all gifted, and at some point you please hopefully find what you're passionate about. So it keeps you young and keeps you spry and keeps you one day at a time doing what you love. And just that has an effect, I think, on people. I mean,
think you're right.
Absolutely.
I think you're right.
I know you've had an effect on me, and I want to thank you for being on.
Well, I hope it's a good one, Sean.
Oh, it has.
Marvin, I'm enjoying being in the studio with you. You're a very interesting man. You've lived an adventurous life.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have had the forgive me. I have had the most atypical career of anybody that I know. From theater and acting and military and it's just I have been blessed. I have truly been blessed.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. Well, let's talk about what was the one character or role, the stage production that you did that just stands out to you, that you were pretty satisfied with?
Oh, that's hard. I've done a number of comedies. Can I think about that for a moment?
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay.
So how long have you been, you just got back into skating not that long ago? Or?
Oh no, I got back to skating after I got out of the Air Force in '86.
Wow.
So, no, I have kept pretty much in shape by doing it, of course.
Now, you met your wife here in Louisville, and you've been here since...
I did indeed.
1950?
I met her in 1948. I was skating with the Sonia Henney Hollywood Ice Review. We were on tour and skating in Indianapolis. We didn't have a show on Monday night, so my friend in the show said, let's go down to Louisville, having never been to Louisville, and that Holiday on Ice is playing down there. So after the show on Sunday night, we got on a Greyhound bus and come down to Louisville, arriving about 3 o'clock in the morning, and check into the Henry Watterson Hotel. The clerk says, oh, professional skaters, huh? Yes, we're here to see Holiday on Ice. He said, well, you're just a little bit late. They left last week.
Oh.
He said, but we have a brand new ice rink 1 block down the street in the Armory. So, like, what does a mailman do on his day off? He goes walking. We went skating. Had to rent skates because we didn't have ours.
Sure.
And of course, right away in the rink, well, professional skaters in the rink. And I saw this beautiful little blonde who was a marvelous skater. Got to skate with her, and that was it.
So it was love at first sight.
Absolutely. It was love at first skate.
There you go. There you go. That's a very heartwarming story. I hope to find that for myself one day. I truly do.
Sean, if you do, you will be as blessed as I am.
Amen. So, would you like to acknowledge your wife? Would you like to say anything to her over there?
Marilyn, I think that you and Patrice, my eldest daughter, who are out shopping at the moment, said they were going to stop and turn and dial into this radio station to hear. If you are hearing me, I want you to know I love you, and we got to keep doing it, girl.
Amen. Amen. Well, listen, I want to thank you so much. Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is Louisville Arts Live. We do it every Saturday at 3 o'clock. We're going to switch gears a little bit. We've been talking to Marvin Perryman, who's my co-host, so he's not going anywhere. He's going to tell us, after thinking about it, the best time he had on stage, the one that sticks out to him, his performances. But we're going to have, if we can, Mr.